Hi, so this is my first proper upload in terms of the kind of content that you can expect from me, and I wasn't quite sure where to start because I do have a lot of things that I want to talk about, but I thought I'll talk about Estee Lauder because they're a brand that I have known about for a long time, never really dabbled in what they have until recently, so I've got a few things here that I want to talk about. The first thing is the first thing of theirs that I really actually used, and that's this little dinky version of the Advanced Night Repair. This is the Complex 2. Now, this was actually given to me as a welcome gift for my first online order. You get a little code, type it in, and you can actually buy this on the website. I think it's £12. This is 7ml. So it's really nice to be able to get something that is a nice, small, manageable size that isn't going to cost a huge amount of money. I know it's not the most economical way to buy it because the larger sizes do work out cheaper. But if you don't want to commit to something that is expensive and you want to test it first, rather than use the little sachets that sometimes they give you, this is actually a really good way of doing it. So yes, this I'm really loving. I also wanted to work out how long this has lasted me for because again it is quite expensive. I want to make sure it's going to be worth investing into. So this little bottle, the 7ml one, has lasted, I think we're into the 38th day now. I use this morning and evening. In the evening I use it over my entire face, and in the morning I just concentrate on my worst area, which is the chin area. And I must admit I have noticed a big difference. I do love it, and at some point I'm probably going to be buying the large bottle of it, but I'll take a deep breath before I do that, I think, because it just seems like quite a big commitment financially. So I love that. In terms of what I mentioned, the fact that that came as a free gift with my first order, the first order process just went completely wrong, and it was just a total disaster. So an apology from them was that they actually sent me this, which is the Advanced Time Zone Age Reversing Line and Wrinkle Cream, which is for normal and combination skin. So I thought, great. I mean, this is the full size. It is 50ml. I was absolutely over the moon when I got it. I couldn't believe that they actually gave me something quite so generous as an apology. And I got really excited because I thought it's a really decent, I hope it's a really decent cream. When I looked it up online, I couldn't believe the value of what it was that they'd sent me. And I just thought, great, I'll see if this is, because I'm still trying to find a really good day cream for my oily skin. Something that sits nice under makeup. And I know that when you've got oily skin, you can't expect miracles, and at some point, whatever's in the product that you're using to control the oil production or help minimise it is going to wear off. So you can't expect to go through the whole day and not have any oil at all. The place that I get it really bad is across my forehead, and it does do quite well. I do have to sort of blot maybe halfway through the day. It is a lovely moisturiser, but I tend to use this more at night, and what I find is when I wake up in the morning, my skin just feels really lovely. It says to use it morning and evening, but it just feels like really smooth and well looked after and not in any way oily, and I used to wake up with fairly oily skin, so I am quite pleased with that. So therefore it kind of snowballed in terms of putting another order in with them and keeping everything crossed that this second order was going to go okay. And what I actually bought was this. It's the Stay Young Start Now Age Prevention Solutions little pack. I love being able to get things like this where you don't have to invest a huge amount up front, but you can actually try quite a few little products, and obviously it's got the Advanced Night Repair in there, so I already knew that I loved that. It's also got in there the Advanced Night Repair for the under eyes, which I was desperate to try because that's an area that as I've got older, it has got worse, so I wanted to find something for that. So speaking of which, this is the little pot that I got in there of the eye night repair, and it is 5ml, and what I like about this, it's got the nicest texture and you hardly need any amount at all. It's quite balmy, and it just sort of disappears and sinks into the skin. It smells sort of similar to the Advanced Night Repair, but it's in a kind of slightly greasy, but in a nice way, consistency that kind of stays on your hands. And I like to think that the order in which I do things in the evening particularly is I put the Advanced Night Repair serum all over my face, then I do the under eyes with this little one, and then any residue that's sort of left on my hands from doing that, I like to think that when I put the moisturiser on, that's then benefiting my whole face. I don't know whether there's anything in that, but that's just how I do it. And I have noticed that this area isn't as dry as it has been, because I do suffer with concealer kind of just settling in fine lines quite a bit, which is really frustrating, and I haven't really found the magic formula to stop that. And when you have a 2-year-old who doesn't sleep very well, you need concealer. So those are the first two products that are in there. Another two, you've got the Perfectly Clean Multi-Action Foam Cleanser Purifying Mask, so it can be used as a cleanser and a mask, although I haven't done that yet. And this is 30ml, and then this is the day wear with an SPF of 15, Advanced Multi-Protection Antioxidant Cream. So quite excited to try another sort of day cream of theirs as well. Just going back to the Perfectly Clean foam cleanser, I'm not sure about this. I am quite particular in terms of what cleansers I like to use. I like to use oil-based cleansers. This just feels a little bit like when I was younger, I used to use stuff that felt like this. It feels a little bit harsh on the skin. So I'm using it, but it's not because I'm loving it, I'm just using it because I've got it and I just want to get through it really. So I can't really get excited about this. I haven't used it as the mask yet either, because it does just feel like it, I mean, it's called Perfectly Clean, it does feel like it is really quite, I don't know, just a little bit too strong for my liking. So I'm not massively loving that. This stuff, the day wear, is lovely. It's a lovely sort of fresh light green colour, and it smells really fresh, almost cucumbery. It's got that nice clean smelling quality to it. This is a little pot. Is it going to tell me how much is in here? 15ml. This is nice. Again, I kind of feel the same way as I do about the other cream, in terms of it goes on lovely. It feels, both of them feel lovely on the skin, but it's not like I'm jumping up and down and getting really excited about it. In terms of, I think this one is for oily combination skin as well. I'm sure it is. Yeah, for normal to combination skin. So I don't know if they do any face creams specifically for oily skin, so I think I'm still going to have to experiment a little bit. The last product in this little box set that I bought is a lip product. Now, I can't really get excited about lip products because I just use lip balm. I'm really lazy. There are some lip products that I get excited about, and I would really love to try like a really bold red lipstick one day just for the hell of it, but at the moment it's just easy lip balm done. I suppose I'm quite lucky in so much that I have quite full lips, so maybe I can get away with doing that. This is, it's not really going to tell me. Is it going to tell me on the box? Would help if I looked at the language that I can read. It's not actually going to tell me on this box, I don't think. Ah, here we go. Okay, Pure Colour Gloss. That was straightforward. I really don't like this. Now, like I said, I'm not a massive lip product fan anyway, but this, it's quite a pretty colour. It's very sparkly, but it is so sticky. I don't like sticky. I really don't like sticky lip products. I just find it completely unnecessary. I just don't like the feeling. It doesn't last very well. I don't get them. I'm really sorry. But I don't know if you can see that. but it is quite sparkly, and smells quite nice. It smells quite fruity, but yeah, I think this is going to be given to someone. So that's it in terms of what was in this little starter pack that I bought. I have also done a second order since this one, in which I'm waiting for it to arrive, but I got the Double Wear Light foundation because I know I love it. I've tried samples of it, I just haven't got round to buying it yet, so I cannot wait for that to arrive. With that, I think I got another one of these, which I'm not liking, the Perfectly Clean, and a primer, I think is their current offer at the moment, so I've got those coming as well. I also bought another little one of these because I just love it and I don't want to run out for a minute. And I think because I spent over £40 and it was around Mother's Day, I think it was actually Mother's Day that I put the order through, I'm getting a free Mother's Day kit, and I'm not sure what's in there because you couldn't click on it to see what's in there, but I know that another one of these is in there, so that's fine with me. So I'll do another video once that's arrived just to show what's in there. One little notable mention, which is not really anything to do with any of the other stuff, when you can select samples on Estee Lauder, and I love the fact that you can do that, because of the fact that I live quite rurally now, I don't really get a chance to go into Plymouth where all of the big shops are, the big department stores, so I like the fact that you can select samples for them to send you. I've got a few Clarins products and they do that as well, so I do appreciate that. And I think that this is adorable. It's what they call a one-day mascara sample, which I think that's actually quite generous. I mean, I suppose they can't say more than a day because they don't know how long it's going to last someone. But this is the Sumptuous mascara. I haven't ever really found a mascara that I tend to commit to. I can't tell you how much is in here, but it's not very much. But I've used this a few days and I actually really like it. I'm quite tempted to try the waterproof formulation because it does smudge quite badly. But yeah, I'm loving that, and I'm loving the fact that it is absolutely adorable. It's really dinky. So that's it in terms of Estee Lauder. If anyone's got any product recommendations specifically for oily skin, maybe a day wear cream, face cream, that would be fab, because I kind of feel like my nightwear routine is pretty much down at the moment. And any mascara recommendations, particularly if any of the waterproof formulas do help with smudging or not smudging under the eyes. So as soon as that order has arrived with all the other bits in, I'll do another video and show you what was in there, and opening the Mother's Day pack and seeing what's in there too, so that's quite exciting. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye!